Guys, I'm staying at Fairfield and Marriott, and I want to show you the breakfast. I think it starts like at 9 to 11. This is what they have, like some grapefruit juice, looks like some orange juice here. Some of this stuff, I didn't take none of that. All of these little nuts. Here's some oatmeal, some fruits, different types of milk. Yogurt. I think this is yogurt as well. I'm not really sure. Could be some kind of topping for the donuts. So there's different type of syrup, some peanut butter, looks like some chocolate there, toaster, some jelly, normal stuff you would see. So you could make your own waffle here. Here's the silverware, some Mexican famous sauces. So we have some eggs here and some sausage with some cinnamon bread. And this is what looks to be like beans with some kind of chips. So we have the coffee over here. And this is what the place looks like. I'm actually sitting over there. So let me show you the outside. Looks like the door's open. It's a beautiful place. Like pretty nice sitting area. The temperature is actually really nice. My Mexican breakfast came from right there. Here's the food lobby area. My hotel food. Hey guys, check it out. It's just beautiful weather down here. I'm actually dressed a little bit, you know, kind of like a t-shirt and like something like this. It's still pretty light, keeps me warm. But you know what, guys? When you're traveling, you just don't know when you're gonna be traveling. It's good to have like a t-shirt and this, so you can like take it off. Because I actually found myself pretty hot, you know, when I'm actually traveling, like especially riding around at the airport. I have to remove it in the plane and it still feels hot. Then I turn the AC on and like, oh, you need some kind of t-shirt, you know, or like a little blanket. So this is where you pull up to the Marriott, pick up, drop off. And here's some palm trees. Here's what that looks like. So let's go back inside. Looks like some hot water here. Here's the sitting area. TV, and there's a whole bar. Here's another sitting area here. That's interesting. I haven't been there. Let me see what's over here. Wow. That's kind of cool. That's where I came from. Here's the outside. I really like the modern type of feel here. It's definitely really, really cool. So you got the glass elevators here. Goes all the way down. We're basically on the 8th floor right now. Well, no, this is the 2nd floor, but I'm on the 8th floor. So it looks like there's a restaurant here. And here's a bar. So I'm thinking this is some restaurants and some, you know, shopping and stuff that's actually done in combination with this hotel, but they're separate businesses. But obviously you could tell it's a luxury type of style. So including that one, there's a steakhouse. Yeah, very nice. You definitely gotta have that when you're paying this much. Hey guys, I just came into this restaurant and see if I could exchange some dollars for some pesos. Turns out you could get 375 pesos for $20. course, I had Siri do that calculation for me. Because at first I'm like, hey, can I change some money? It's like, oh no, we don't have it here. You know, I have Siri ask them. You know, I said, how do you say, you know, where can I change my money? You know, so then it's like, oh yeah, we, you know, they pretty much know then. But yeah, I'm gonna get some money out of my room and get my 375 pesos. Basically, to go up, guys, this is the 8th floor. You have to tap your card. Should be working. It's still L. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Now it's going. Yeah, everything is security, security, security. Hey guys. And let's go to my room. Is this what it looks like when you get out of the elevator? I'm gonna have to go that way. Look at all these elevators here, some emergency exits. Guys, that's Mexico. It's outside. We'll see a little bit more of that when I'm gonna be making my drive to the airport. So some rooms over here, pretty typical. Ice machine. And let's go to my room. Sorry for the shaky footage, guys. I'm not using my GoPro and I want to make these videos pretty quickly, so I have my iPhone. So this is my room. That's my bed. I didn't do it when I got up. I figured, hey, I'm employing some people, let them work. So here's the view from my hotel room. You can see that's where you pull up. It's kind of beautiful. Some palm trees. It looks like something's burning down there. But anyways, guys, here's the TV here in the wall. I haven't even watched it because I don't have time for this. Got basically the lights. They were pretty cool, and they left me a bottle of water because you're not supposed to drink Mexican water. So here's the safe. Some of this stuff. Hey guys, you want to see some pesos? I'm gonna show you. I just exchanged it. They gave me 376 pesos for my $20. A little bit more. Couple, whatever those pennies, Mexican pennies, more. But that's really cool. So I have kind of like a nice collection. But in order to keep some of this money, I would need to exchange a lot more. But today's Saturday, and the bank is closed. So it's probably the best I could do. Let's take a look outside. So on this side of the hotel, you could see you got kind of like, you know, the normal type of businesses and stuff. Got another restaurant over there, a fitness center down there. And here's a interesting looking place. Apparently it's locked with some marble flooring. I'm going to get back to my room and I want to show you guys some of those spaces and stuff. But before we get there, I want to check out this fitness center, see what's that about. I'm not sure if that's how you go there, but that's pretty much a lower type of floor. But let's check it out, see what's down here. I don't have that much time, so apparently it kind of looks like just a lower floor, pretty much. So this is where you could come down and you could meet, you know, your taxi or whatever. Definitely good to know. Hey guys, I want to tell you a story. I ordered an Uber from the airport to take me to hotel about 13 kilometers, give or take. So my price was going to be like close to, I think like 375 pesos. So actually a little bit less than 375. So it's gonna be like 17 bucks, I calculated. Okay guys, I do want to show you some of my pesos here, and I do want to give you some advice when actually ordering an Uber in Mexico, and just some other advice, you know, for you. So anyways, here's 20 pesos. Here's 50 pesos. 100 pesos. I don't know if I show you two ends of the 50. Yeah, maybe this is kind of quick, but you know, I'm pretty sure some of you guys already seen it. And then there's some American dollars here. So it looks like a lot just for 20. I almost don't want to spend it. But the reason I actually got some of this money, guys, is for a couple reasons. I think it's important to have some pesos if you're gonna be traveling or anything like a taxi or like Uber. Of course, this is not enough for a taxi. You know how much a taxi charges, guys? They charge about like, I think like 1,200 pesos, which is actually a lot. So considering 350 pesos for an Uber, so taxis charge quite a bit more. So when you actually arrive at the airport, you want to go somewhere. The way it goes here, like in Mexico, the taxi guys, they hate those Uber drivers that pull up. So technically, if you're gonna be scheduling Uber, schedule it a little bit further away from like the airport, just a little bit further, maybe like down the block, just like not in front of the door. Just, you know, to be like less hassled. I mean, most likely just the Uber guy is gonna be getting hassled, but you know, that was my advice that I got from the local Mexicans here. Another word of advice, guys, if you don't have an international cell phone plan, it's going to be kind of difficult for you because once you're gonna start driving with an Uber driver, here's what he might decide to do. He might cancel the whole route where you're going, which happened to me. And this particular driver, he says he just canceled, like I'm not gonna get charged. But most likely I'm still gonna get charged. But I had two different trips planned, like two different destinations. So I think he canceled the last destination, but he doesn't speak English. He's just telling me like in Spanish, but he's making it seem like he canceled the whole thing. And I said, okay, but I still, you know, need to go to my hotel. So he's like, he wants me to pay him cash. He still said it somehow, and I understood him that he wanted me to pay cash. So I asked him, how many pesos do you want? And barely got this across to him, and he says, I think he said like 120 pesos or something. Yeah, something like that. Well, not like quite 100, like maybe like 115, something like that. So I had already figured out what the pesos cost is, and right now I don't know the exact number, but $1 is like 18.5 pesos, something like that. Okay, so give or take, so maybe like 18.75 maybe for like just $1. So I quickly did the calculation. I'm thinking, man, that's like nearly $6. So I had $6 and I gave it to him. He's like, no, this is mucho dinero, you know. He's like telling me that's like too much money, and then I'm like, okay, here's the 5. You know, it's like even better because my trip was gonna cost me like $17. So here he is, cancel the trip, yet trying to get less money for the trip. Kind of weird, but So that happened, and then he's like, no, give me that $1 back, so $6. Okay, so I gave it back to him. But, okay, I got into a situation where I'm in the city, I don't know where I'm at, right? And he routed this destination, right, where my hotel's supposed to go. And guess where he took me? Back to the airport. He took me the opposite direction, back to the airport, like 13 some kilometers, right? So then I'm like, no, this is, you know, hotel address. I'm showing him the address. Then he puts it in his GPS. He puts the address in. He takes me 17 kilometers in a totally another direction. And here I am, like I'm thinking, we're like doing like way too much driving. And guess what? That's not the right address. So that looked like it was a hotel address what he was putting in. I watched what he was doing. But he did not have the correct address in there. So then I'm like, that's not correct. So I said, listen, let's just pull up, you know, Fairfield by Marriott Hotel. So we pulled it up, and you know, I kind of took his phone from him. You know, it was like sitting over there unlocked. So I took it because I'm thinking like, what the heck is he doing? So I took the phone. I searched for nearest Fairfield Marriott, and I just went ahead and just Google searched it with English, even though his phone was set up for Spanish. It still understood me. Good going, Google. So then it pulled up the right hotel, but I'm looking at the address and it's not the same. And I had the phone number for the hotel, same phone number. So I said, call the hotel. They called it. I checked in, and I had my reservation here already, and he's like, yeah, like he's gonna go there. So the address was already pulled up, right? So I said, okay, just take me to this address. Everything's good. Just take me because I already pulled it up on Google for him, routed it and everything. I'm like, here. So after about 5 minutes of driving, he cancels that trip, okay? And then he says something in Spanish, blah 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 blah. And I'm like thinking, what the heck did he say? So he's taking me again 17 kilometers another direction, which I mean I don't know which direction he's going to begin with because no international cell phone plan. Which I'm going to be traveling a lot more, so I just ordered myself an international SIM card. If you guys want to know which one, let me know in the comments. I'll let you know. So that's going to be in shortly, like the 16th or something. So yeah, having that connection would really help because then you could pull up the address on your phone and you cannot be dictated by the taxi driver or the Uber driver. Because you see what he was doing. This was already like 4 a.m. guys. We started driving like 3 a.m. He got me to the hotel like 4:30 a.m. So I don't have much time before my trip. I actually have, really limited after this video. I'm gonna have to get an Uber and start, heading to the hotel. But he wasted a lot of my time, which took away a lot of my sleep. So I didn't spend that much time in this hotel to begin with. So I don't have a lot of time to do anything. But I think I know why he did that. Okay, he's playing stupid. I mean, this guy is like old, kind of like an older man. But he's doing all this driving, and then he started saying something Mexican. Oh, like I went there and I went there, and all these miles accumulate, to get more money. But I'm like acting like I'm disappointed in him. He's like, okay, you my friend, like because So, technically, I should have gave him like another like $10 for all his driving. And I'm thinking I'm not gonna do that because this is his fault. He should know where he's going. And he should have really never canceled the trip. I was happy to pay with Uber the initial price because everything's set. I don't have to really do anything. The destination is already put in. But the hotel one, now I am surprised because we did have the address put in for where we actually went, and it was actually the wrong place. So that would have been a boo-boo, But on Uber, it's kind of easy to search your destinations, like by city, pretty much kind of like Google. It's really easy. It kind of like knows the locations if you just put in just a little bit of words, But anyways, guys, man, you have to have some kind of cell phone plan, or at least maybe have the map pulled up on your phone, have snapshots taken, maybe some close-ups with some signs, some street signs, maybe some map or something. I mean, of course, a phone should really do the trick, but having a map would really help. Hopefully that's on your phone. And maybe you could consider when you get to the airport buying like a SIM card for the local, area, so you could put it in. Because I'm thinking, okay, this guy, for instance, right, turned out to be an honest guy. I mean, he's just trying to make some money. But imagine if this guy had wrong intentions, right? He's an Uber driver, but now he's taking to another location, to some, whatever, guys, to just take it for your money, right? So that's like another thing. You really don't want to flash your cash, which I wasn't doing. So I just pulled out some dollar bills. I literally started counting dollar bills. He says, oh, that's a lot of money. But that's dollar bills, I give my kids more than that, when we're hanging out. But anyways, that same guy, I went ahead and actually said, it's his car pretty much and everything. I went ahead and said, listen, be at my hotel at 12 o'clock. I showed him the numbers at noon. So I'll see if he shows up. If he shows up, I'll probably give him like $3 to take me to the hotel. Back to the airport, which will be cheaper than that other service. But he seems like he's an okay guy. Like he's got lost, but he could be playing stupid as well. It's really easy to do. I'll see how that goes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna pull up an Uber. I'm gonna see what the Uber cost, and I'll let you guys know. Just did a calculation from here. The hotel is actually not that far. It's actually less than 3 kilometers away. So it's actually 72 pesos for an Uber driver. So that's equivalent to like 375. So me saying $3, I was right. But I actually got some pesos. Looks like I may have to break them down. Um, I got 50 and I got like 20 pesos and stuff. So maybe, I mean, 50 and 70 is still like, I mean, 50 and 20, that's like pretty much, it's close enough, but maybe he's not gonna be happy with it. Who knows? We'll see. If he's not gonna like it, I'm just gonna call like an actual Uber. Because why should I deal with this, right? But I kind of figured, you know what, I'll try, you know, see how it goes, help the guy out, because it's his car. He's trying to make money for his family. He's an older guy. I could tell he's a, you know, pretty nice, you know, friendly guy. You know, we'll see. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. But anyways, guys, yeah. In case you guys are confused, like why it costs like so much, I had like totally another destinations, and then I had to go to the hotel. That's why it was like so much more money in the beginning. But I looked at my card, and it's the payment's processing, so I don't know if he canceled and it's gonna go through, or it's gonna process and it's gonna charge him for the Uber. Anyways, in either case, I really don't care. I still feel that I didn't overpay for nothing, but you just gotta be wary of just being like abroad, and try to basically just kind of like know some of the rules, know the currency exchanges. Like, for instance, if you're gonna be like in a Wi-Fi spot, like let's say, ask Siri or look up on Google what is the currency exchange for that country. So when you get there, you could kind of understand like what it is. But I think if you don't exchange currency into somebody else's currency, national currency, you will overpay technically, because first of all, I had pretty much a lot of large bills. Like if you would ask, like, you know, he would not be able to break a 20, most likely, looking at him. As a matter of fact, when he was pulling up all his trips on Uber, I've seen he made like total for the month, well, for the whole month, like 2,200 some pesos, you know. So he's like, oh, he pulled it up. It was by mistake. So yeah, I still noticed it. So that's like not a lot of money, really. So that's like not a lot to live on. So I mean, you could understand the guy trying to make a little extra on the side without the Uber, but most likely Uber's gonna fire him. He's gonna be canceling all these routes. They're gonna fire him, you know. But anyways, guys, I hope you like my advice. If you do, please hit a like and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Take care. See you later.
My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter expedite or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.